Today we're talking with a world-renowned scientist by the name of Sebastian Holmes, who has been a Scientologist his whole life. Many of his multiple arrests on the scientists we have known, including the infamous heist where the Scientologist church stole the most government document in recorded history. He agreed to sit with us over the show, and here he comes.
Hello?
So please, tell me, how did you get into Scientology?
Well, both my parents were Scientologists, so right away I was introduced into the culture. Growing up, I followed the religion. It is where I received my education as well.
So please, tell me, I am a little skeptic myself. How do you feel about the story of Scientology?
Well, obviously it is true. The teachings of L. Ron Hubbard are that a leader named Exino ordered his men to freeze millions of people. These people look like normal humans, unlike what that South Park video showed. Then the leader, Exino, dumped the frozen bodies into the Hawaiian volcanoes, where the people died. Yet their spirits, they flew up into the car. Into the spirit car. It captures spirits, you understand? But Exino was prepared for that, and he had soul catchers that caught the souls. Then he erased all these souls' memories and released them into the world where they plagued humans, causing all our sadness, mixed emotions, and all that due to the spirits.
I am still skeptic, and I heard you need auditing to test the people, to bring them up to the grade where they can control time, space, and you will become immortal.
Yes, because the beings know who they are again, which means they are a much more advanced species. They are godlike and have the potential to know everything, like Lucy, how she was a flash drive, but instead you stay human.
I find it hard to believe that almost non-existent for private rituals for Scientology.
Well, Scientologists, we don't need that because we are in groups. You understand?
Well, from the view of an outsider, someone who does not follow the religion, after reading a few of the readings, specifically looking at one source, your website, I find it interesting that you don't necessarily pray. How can one call it a church if you do not necessarily want this God to come back correct? Also, how do you not pray? More take classes on the science fiction writer writings. I can't do this. What I truly find your church is a gang, as you steal documents, kidnap, and murder.
Well, from the view of someone who is a part of this gang, we praise in the higher power within ourselves, as we are all extremely special within. It is deep inside us. All we need to do is delve in and regain our true souls.
Would you really want to believe that all of your depressions and bad things are not your fault? As one must take responsibility for their actions to make their lifetime the best they can, and not just another 80 years for a soul. I believe your culture is based off hippie culture. Scientologists believe in a great power, which they use a variety of tests, including drugs, to get there too.
Scientologists help people with emotional trauma. And unlike what many reporters say about people like John Travolta and Tom Cruise who are Scientologists, the reason they laugh when faced with questions from the reporters are because they know what they say to be true, and it's not necessarily them pushing away.
As do hippies, and also indigenous cultures. How might one compare Scientology to any other religion in the world?
Scientology is a standout as it is the only religion where the true God is within you and not another being.
Which is just like yours.
And the